everybody. Happy Tuesday. I am back to complete the writing process with you guys. Yesterday we did our brainstorming and our planning with our new prompt. Today we're going to do our rough draft, and then I'm going to show you how to revise and edit your rough drafts. Okay? Just a little reminder, I won't spend too much time here. We are writing personal narratives for the rest of the school year. A personal narrative is a story about yourself, okay? And we're writing personal narratives using the writing process. We're going through the entire writing process. The only thing that I'm not having you guys do is write the final draft. I'm just going to have the revise and edit portion, okay? Monday we did our brainstorming, so we're going to go and read our prompt again. Our prompt is, every teacher is special in their own way. Choose one of your teachers, any grade level, any subject, even specials, and tell a story about why he or she is special to you. Now, the reason why I chose this prompt is because, like I said, this week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So I'm sure that any teacher you write about, that they will feel very special that you pick them to write about. Okay? So I brainstormed my ideas here. I have some ideas that I put, and then I highlighted Miss Galahar because that's who I wrote about, or that's how I'm going to write about. And then I came to my roller coaster. I used my plot diagram to plan out. This is our planning stage. We are not writing in detail our story here. We're just writing our plans on this, what we're going to follow, the steps. Okay, it's kind of like a map, okay? So we have here that I'm writing about a time where Miss Galahar called on me to read. When I was younger, I was a struggling reader, and I get really nervous reading in front of people. I've gotten a lot better, but when I was little, I used to get terrified reading in front of people. And then I started writing about why she was special to me. Because the thing about this prompt, you're not just saying, oh, Miss Galahar is special because she's nice. That's not a story, right? It says, tell a story about why he or she is special to you. Okay, so right here is the key point, story. Okay, I know a lot of the times we come across this and we end up just writing one or two sentences. Remember that when we are writing our rough draft, which you will be using writing today, you'll be using your planning sheet to help you write that. Okay. So again, today's focus is writing your rough draft. Here next I said use your planning to help you type out your paper. Okay, so we're going to be using this sheet to help us start writing. Okay, so writing a rough draft. Now the purpose of the rough draft is to get all your ideas out. You're not worried about spelling, you're not worried about punctuation, well kind of a little bit, you know how to write a sentence, but like the commas and the extra quotation marks, that's not what your main focus is now. Okay? Your main focus is letting out all your details and ideas. And then when we go into revising and editing, that's when you focus on trying to fix the spelling errors and the lowercase i's, oh my god, and things like that. Okay? So let's start with the planning page first. So that's what we're using. Okay? I'm going to have my introduction. I'm going to have my beginning, and I'm going to include that, my beginning and my conflict together. Okay? I want that to be one paragraph. I want the middle to be another paragraph, and then I want my solution and my ending to be another paragraph. So in addition, I want 3 different paragraphs for this paper. Sometimes you'll have more paragraphs, but not all the time. Okay? Remember that paragraphs separate ideas. And so right now I'm separating the idea. So the first idea that I'm separating is I'm separating the introduction and the problem. Then the climax, the oh my god moment. Then the ending. Okay? So I'm going to start off here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write my rough draft on my beginning and my problem and my conflict. Okay? Okay, so here I have my first paragraph. So what I did is I went to my planning, and I said, okay, in 3rd grade I was a struggling reader and was called on to read out loud in class. Okay? So I kind of first started off with the prompt. I started off what I was talking about in the prompt. The prompt I'm writing about a teacher who's special to me. So that's what I started off with. Okay, I was 3 weeks into 3rd grade, and I absolutely loved it. My friends were cool, and my teacher was the sweetest. Hands down, the best teacher I ever had. She has taught me many lessons that I still use today. She taught me to be a confident reader and has shown me that kindness is key. I will never forget the moment when she called on me to read out loud in front of the whole class. To be completely honest, I was furious with her at that moment and time. She knew I wasn't a great reader. Why did she call on me? I mumbled to myself as I glared at the blurry words in my book. I anxiously started reading the first couple sentences. My lips trembled as I mispronounced words, and to make it worse, I started to stutter. Okay, so that's my introduction. That's the beginning of my story. Okay, now I want to hit the climax. Okay, so here. I just mentioned that I mispronounced words and I started to stutter. The climax is that my classmates started laughing at me. So I'm going to start at that. My next paragraph is going to start with that me being laughed at. Okay, now this middle paragraph is what happened in the middle of the story. Now I'm not typing this out as I'm with you guys because it will take me forever because I'm not that good of a typer, but I still type correctly, but it would take me forever. So I already have it typed already for you, and then I press pause and then I type it and so on. But here is what I wrote for the climax. Okay, but it was at that point that I felt like running out of the classroom because the kids around me started to laugh. I felt my heart drop to my stomach and my eyes got even blurrier. That is when my teacher, Miss Gallagher, stopped to get everyone's attention. I was still so mad at her for calling on me that I didn't even look up when she started talking. She spoke very softly and seriously to the class and said, "Everyone in this class has strengths and weaknesses. Laughing at someone's weakness is not kind. Instead, we should encourage each other and help when help is needed." The class looked at me and said sorry. Miss Gallagher then asked me to finish reading the paragraph, which I was still not too happy about. When I came across a word I didn't know, my classmates helped me instead of making fun. When my classmates helped me, it made me feel more confident in reading out loud. Okay, so that's the what happened in the middle of my story. Now I'm going to type out what happened at the end. Okay, so I'm going to go to my planning sheet. Oops. And at the end, I put that she's taught me a lot of lessons. Okay, I put that she taught me how to read and how to understand how to be kind to others. So that's what I'm going to focus on. So that's what I focused on. Okay. So my last paragraph, I put, at that time, I was angry with Miss Gallagher, but then I realized that she helped me understand that reading was my weakness and that I needed to work harder in order to become better. She worked with me every day in reading. She helped me sound out words, understand that words have different meanings, and best of all, she made me feel like a confident reader. I knew that the next time I was called on to read, and I struggled, that my classmates and Miss Gallagher would be there to help. Miss Gallagher didn't just teach me how to read, but she taught me how to be kind. I smile every time I think about this story because I know she is still out there teaching kids the important things in life. Okay, so this is my personal narrative. I have my beginning, my middle, and my end. I even added a title. I put a teacher I will never forget. And so a lot of students are struggling writing the 3 different paragraphs. A lot of you are just writing 1 paragraph. Please make sure that you are writing a beginning, a middle, and an end that you need to have. Okay? Now, when you're done with your rough draft, what you're going to do is you're going to highlight. Okay? You're going to click on it. You're going to highlight. You're either going to right-click and press copy. Okay, if you don't have a mouse, if you're on a Chromebook, what it's going to make you do, it's going to make you press Control-C. So on your keyboard, you're going to press Control, which is C-T-R-L, and the letter C at the same time. Okay, so you're going to highlight. Oops, I'm moving the whole box. Please don't do that. Okay, I'm going to highlight, and I'll actually press Control-C. You're not going to be able to see me, but I'm going to press Control-C, and then I'm going to come over here. If you have a mouse, you're going to right-click, and you're going to press Paste. If you don't have a mouse, and you're on a Chromebook, you're going to click, or you're on a tablet, you're going to click Control-V. So I'll click Control-V. And there you go. And I want to make mine green for some odd reason because I'm just like that. Okay. So now, here is my rough draft, and I'm going to revise and edit. Okay? Here is what I've been seeing a lot of. And I'm going to make myself bigger so you can see me. Okay? I've been seeing a lot of lowercase i's. When i's are by themselves, they are not supposed to be lowercase. Again, when i's are by themselves, they are not supposed to be lowercase. You need to make sure you capitalize the letter I, because it literally hurts my heart. So please make sure that your I, when it is by itself, that it is capitalized. Please and thank you. When your I is by itself, please make sure it is capitalized. And so I made those mistakes in my paper on accident. And so I'm going to go fix any of those lowercase i's because I know they're very sad. So let's go look. Let's see. Any i's. I know I did some. So, oh, here's one. So I'm going to erase it. I'm going to press, if you're on a keyboard, you're going to press Shift I. Do you see how that's uppercase? Okay, or you can just put the caps locks on, whatever works best for you. Let's see any other i's. Editing. This is part of editing, making sure your i's are capitalized. Wow, that rhymed. Making sure your i's, oh, here's another one. Again, backspace, shift, hold down the shift button, press I. Okay, keep going. Keep, hopefully, we should be able to not do more than a couple. Let's see. I think that's it. I don't think I put any down here. Okay. Still speaking about capitalization, when you're talking about your teacher's name needs to be capitalized, okay? So look here, I made a mistake. Miss needs to be capitalized, and the last name needs to be capitalized. That's called a proper noun, okay? Again, your teacher's name needs to be capitalized, not the entire name, just the M, and then the first letter of the last name needs to be capitalized, okay? And again, what I did is I pressed Shift, and then whatever letter needs to be capitalized, okay? Another thing that I've been seeing a lot of, oh, I missed an I. Another thing I've been seeing a lot of is you guys turning in your work with these red squiggly lines, okay? These red squiggly lines are actually telling you that your word is not spelled correctly, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is misspelled. I want to say shown. So I'm going to right click. If you're on a Chromebook, it should be a double click. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry. If you're on a Chromebook, it should be 2 fingers, and that's like that's equivalent to your right click. If you're on an iPad or a tablet, if you just click on the word, it should give you an option. So on the computer, if you have a mouse, you right click, and it says, "Did you mean shown?" And it literally helps you undo all these misspelled words. So this one, she knew I'm to say wasn't. So again, I'm going to right click. Wasn't. And this one is running. Right click. Did you mean that? Do you see how the word is at the top? Okay, and then my last one. Oh, for some reason. And actually, this is a good, oh, here it is. No. Okay, so that's what I want you to understand when you are revising and editing. Okay? One very last thing when revising and editing is indenting. Now, I'm not going to take off points for indenting, but if you like to indent, because you are supposed to indent for every paragraph, you're going to click at the You're going to click at the beginning of the paragraph. Okay. There you go. And then you should have a tab button on your keyboard. Okay, I actually can pick up my keyboard and show you. You have a tab button on your keyboard. Mine's right here. Okay, you're going to click on that tab button, and that will help you indent. Indent. Alright guys, I hope you like this lesson. Remember, today you are doing your rough draft, and you are copying and pasting your rough draft on your revise and edit sheet. And then from there, you're going to revise and edit. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!